atmosphere, over 4,000 fans here inside the Cavelli Center.
So this is going to be a new series. I'm going to be doing this live, but essentially I'm just going to be watching some college wrestling matches and kind of giving my input, maybe just pointing out some strategies that these guys are using. Maybe there's something that they're not doing that I feel like they should be doing, so I'm going to be sharing that as well. But yeah, I think this will be an interesting series.
Right now we got
Lillidahl versus McCrone. I think by now you guys probably already know the result of this one, but I haven't seen it yet, so let's see what happens.
Long length, he got great leverage and really good on top. He wants to get into a wrestling position and see what happens. You know, it's interesting.
McCrone
you mentioned,
so far seems like he's been doing a good job of slowing down Lillidahl.
A couple of years ago, when Luke was wrestling in an open college open, he got beat by Moran as well, so they have a common foe. But Luke Lillidahl, really, what a great start for a true freshman.
Okay, now Lillidahl is initiating the tie. Oh, wow.
Spring, Missouri.
That was quick. That's really what you want to do. Like, once you hit that tie, you want to just explode. And really just try to get in on a shot as fast as you can. You don't really want your hands to be resting on your opponents, especially when you're trying to get your offense up.
When he gets in on a finish, he finishes really quickly. He did it clean there.
14-1, as I mentioned, 9 bonus point victories, 7 tech falls. Won a Missouri State title at Christian Brothers College High School.
He's doing a good job catching that far knee.
Seminary in Kingston, Pennsylvania, a couple-time prep national champion.
This is chat.
And he's got riding time, came over 30 seconds as McCrone looking to build a base.
Yeah, well, he's stretching out. Lillidahl is stretching out McCrone very effectively. McCrone needs to do exactly what he's doing here. Get to his knees,
right
then
here,
get to his feet.
Lillidahl's probably, yep, he got the McCrone out of bounds. That's some good wrestling by Lillidahl. Anytime someone stands up on the edge of the mat, if you can get them out of bounds and get a reset, that's usually easier than hitting a mat return.
He was part of that 22 recruiting class, as you mentioned, but he...
These guys. Okay, good. He's getting a good ride on. Okay, he's cutting them. All right, so far I think that was a good cut. Oh, right back in on the attack. Nice. He's bringing it up high. Gets that back kick for the takedown. Yeah, so far Lillidahl is really kicking McCrone's butt. Yeah, not too much else to be said. He's really moving in his ties, firing off his offense real good. Okay, here's interesting scramble here. So right here, Lillidahl is going to want to pull the foot down and step over and hook the leg. McCrone's doing a really good job of curling his feet up. Okay, you can see right here, he's going to try to scoop the leg, but McCrone's holding his ankle, so he can't do that. So ideally, you got to try to straighten out that foot so that McCrone can't hold on to your ankle, and then you can step over. But it looks like they're just going to go out to the end of the period. I was going to say stalemate, but technically not a stalemate. Looks like Kale's pretty happy so far with how his wrestlers wrestling out there. Oh, and they're off. Okay, McCrone kind of looks like he's trying to put the legs in, really both sides. See, okay, here he's got the leg in. That's good. And what you really want to do here is you want to force that head close to the knee, and you can kind of do that with, see how his left hand's like pulling the head down, and then also he was grabbing the arm and pulling kind of that head and the arm down towards the knee. I think everyone knows this already, but Lillidahl gets cradled and pinned in this match, so I'm interested to see kind of how he sets it up. Okay, so he really didn't set it up at all. Just Lillidahl put his head just a little bit too close to his knee. McCrone must have a scary, crazy grip. Here, I'm just going to go back just a little bit if I can. And see right here, he's posting his foot. Right, this post on the foot is going to allow him to flip the Penn State guy over here, and at the same time, he's kicking this leg backwards. Right there. Okay, boom. Got him on his back. It's going to be quick, easy work. Yep, easy pin. That's how you pin, probably a guy that's going to be a national champ someday in Lildahl. But McCrone, got to give props to him. He's super tough on top. Really came in clutch for the Buckeyes. All right, let's go to the next match. Dang, that's a crazy cradle right there. This match, I'm pretty sure there's some controversy over this one. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, this should be fun to watch. Dang. Wonder what it's like having 2-time, 3-time, 4-time national champs just coaching you before every single match. Must be pretty nice. We got Buzakis. Buzakis is a stud. Definitely not a slouch. I'm just gonna see. I'm trying to figure out how I can see my chat. Not that there's chat here, but yeah, I don't really know how this works right now. Can I see my own stream? I can see my own stream. My chat. I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Looks like Braden Davis is. This is an interesting tie-up. It's almost like he's like halfway through on an arm drag here. I wouldn't be comfortable here, but I guess Buzakis is. Man, yeah, that's just such a weird tie. It's like he had a Russian and over-under at the same time. I've never seen that before. Oh, nice little underhook whip over by Buzakis. Now he's going double unders. That's really what you want to do if you're Braden Davis is, not that. But I don't know if you saw it. He was like kind of locking his hands and pushing off of Buzakis' hips. That's what you want to do when you're in double unders. And now just, keeping one knee down, one knee up, and facing in that front headlock. That's some pretty good defense there. If you notice, you got that underhook from that front headlock, hit that whip over again, but didn't score anything from it. Anytime your opponent's getting real low like that, you really want to match your level. And definitely don't want to run in towards them and set up like a Jordan Burroughs blast double type. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. I don't know what is going on here. Right here, you really just want to slowly kind of sit back and, hold that head kind of like he's doing. Looks like he lost his balance there. Really, you're trying to get your danger rule swipes. Davis is pretty crafty scrambler, but if he can, kind of get his foot back, and wait behind it, start stretching his leg out, he might get a takedown. That may be the. See, to me, that's a takedown. I guess technically not quite by the rule, but they're a little bit less of a takedown. Probably if I'm Buzakis, I want to kind of sneak a half here and kind of, I guess, test out that. I don't know. You kind of just got to experiment with some things in these scrambles, either in practice or you can experiment with them in a match as well, but not obviously you want to know what you're doing before you get into a match. Okay, so far, pretty boring. First period. Second period, he's got that leg hook. Let's see if Davis goes back to the leg hook. Some good hand control there. Okay, dropping down to the legs. Zakis looking a little dangerous from bottom here. Again, trying to get some hand control. He gets away. Yep, nice escape by Buzakis. Davis, I think Davis is pretty well known for riding, so the fact that he was able to get away in 30 seconds, that's impressive. Let's see if he can get anything going. Welcome to the live stream, guys. I don't know who all's watching. I don't know if you can tell that or not, just in general. Nice single by Braden Davis. Going to want to keep... Okay, here, either want to get your head up and out to the side. Yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. Just rolling through. I've never seen that. It worked. That was cool. Probably not what I would have done. Let's go back and look at that. Okay, so here, he's stepping over. Instead of stepping over, he just kind of not cartwheels, but goes like hand to hand, like almost like you're in a leg lace, hand to hand. Turns into him. Oh, and then he just kind of was a little bit too tight, and Buzakis caught his elbow and is trying to jump over. Oh, this is a weird... Oh, and a cradle? Oh, my goodness. Oh. See, okay, I can't... Oh, and the camera's gone. Man, that was tough to tell. I don't know if I'd have given the reversal just yet. Okay, right there. Oh, maybe reversal, but he popped out of it. Man, that's tough. I don't know. I don't know what you give there. I think this is maybe where the controversy came from. So it looks like they gave Buzakis 2 reversal and 2 near fall. Okay, maybe 1... Oh, to me, that's a 1 swipe, and then he got off his back. So even if there was a reversal, I think it was only a 1 swipe. Man, that's 1. And the ref here, the ref was swiping when he wasn't on his back, and he wasn't swiping when he was on his back. Let's skip ahead here. That's a weird position. Probably something I would have done in college, to be honest with you. Maybe we can see it one more time. Okay. He locks up the cradle, but the leg is inside of the cradle. Okay, what's the call here? So he's given no near fall. So a reversal, but no near fall. Interesting. And then, okay, so Davis is going to be down with 1 second left. And Penn State's mad that there was even a reversal called. So are both teams going to lose their challenge breaks? I don't know 100%. Alright, so going into the next period with 54 seconds of riding time. Interesting. So if you pick down, you're probably not getting the riding time. You risk giving up riding time. Only picked down and got away real quick. Okay. That's something I don't like how the Big Ten Network is doing. Is they're starting the feed about 5 seconds into the match, so you're missing out. Nice single. Buzakis is just running into Davis's leg. Once you've been hit by that move a couple of times, you really want to either change up the lead leg or change something up. If you keep on getting hit with the same move, I mean, oh, I don't know if you guys caught that. Watch the ref here. Oh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what was going on there. That was kind of embarrassing. Oh, another little elbow roll. You're going to get the reversal. Dang, Bouzakis is kind of tricky there. So he's going to erase the riding time. Now, if he'd have gotten that near fall, it would have been 7-7. So that is something to keep in mind. Always got the arm on the back. This can be dangerous. Really not a move that you see too often how he's doing it in high school, but college they use it a lot, especially in the practice room. Okay, he's trying to do a hard cut, pushing the head down. I don't know how I feel about the hard cut, because for one, I guess one side of it is yeah, you're tiring the guy out, wearing the guy's neck out, but also if you do that too much, you're really just wasting time. Like, I felt like if Bouzakis would have just let him go, he'd probably have had another 3-4 seconds, to have offense. And now he's just choking him out. You're not really going to get anything with that. You want to try a shuck or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he was close, but yeah, he definitely knows he could have just done a little bit more and won that match. But nice win for Braden Davis. Yeah, so far, this has been a pretty good duel. And now we got a national finals rematch. This should be fun. Bo Bartlett and Jesse Mendez. I think every single match between these guys has ended by a score of like 4-1. So we'll see if it's any different now. Dang, some heavy ties right off the bat. I think both of these guys really want to establish themselves early. Okay, Mendez leads the series 2-1. I think Mendez won this match, so 2-2 now. Okay, single leg here. He's got a 3/4 Nelson. You don't really see that too much at this level. Okay, now he's stepping over. Now right here, Mendez, he's going to want to limp arm out or like just keep on bringing his arm forward. Yep, he's getting onto. Okay, he just lost it there. Okay, Bo Bartlett's got kind of like a weird little limp leg, I guess. Yeah, that was interesting. I thought Mendez kind of had him dead to rights there. Yeah, notice how they're both keeping their elbows in real hard. Like they both expected the other guy to punch an underhook at the same time. It's kind of interesting. Both collar tie ear to ear. Probably not going to see too much from that tie, but really when they break out of that tie, you might see a little bit of action. Both a little bit in the feeling out phase here. Yeah, not too much going on. Bartlett's picking up his feet a little bit, just speeding up his footwork, trying to get something going. Okay, Mendez punches an underhook, bringing his hips in. It's really the only time you really want to bring your hips in wrestling is when you have an underhook, because any other time you're really pretty vulnerable for an attack. Okay, we got a interesting body lock. Oh, kind of like a headlock. Usually from that position, I hit a headlock from a bailout. Oh, now he gets a Merkle. I should be a takedown. Yeah, that's a takedown. Dang, okay. Oh, he could have gotten a two-swipe there, potentially. Refs probably aren't going to call that. Just usually they give a little bit of grace to a guy that's initiating the action there, but If they were really looking, maybe could have been, I don't know, some back points there. Let's get to the next action. Something that maybe you guys probably didn't notice, but there's only like 3 seconds left on that restart, but Mendez still believed that he could get away. And I think that that's something that national champions kind of differentiate themselves from other guys, is when other guys are just kind of sit there and not try to get away, Mendez exploded up even though there was 3 seconds left and really gave it a good attempt. I think that's really smart. That's something where, someone might relax and then, you get after it with those 3 seconds and they relax, boom, you score an extra point, steal a point where you might not have had one otherwise. So just kind of that championship mindset of I can score points at any time. Even though he's losing this match, and Mendez does lose this match, he still has the thought process, I think, of I'm going to score even though it's not really realistic that I'm going to score. Not a whole lot going on here. Let's skip forward just a little bit. Yeah, not even, there's, kind of some fakes, but not too much going on here. I wonder if YouTube saves these, or if I have to save them. I don't know that. Okay, Mendez gets away. See, he got away in 5 seconds. Alright, takedown ties it. Let's see. Okay, Bartlett gets in on a shot. Mendez really needs to defend this. Okay, jumping over the top. And now he had to scoot his hip that. Okay, so here, in all reality, with the leg hooked like that, Bartlett 9 times out of 10 should score this. But Mendez is doing a good job of keeping this other leg and this knee up. And even though Bartlett's got it, he can't pull it over his head. And he just barely got over the head. But somehow Mendez is staying off his back, because you have to be thinking about the danger rule here. But also didn't give up both legs. That's not a lot of people can do that. It's something that, it's good to try and practice. But practically, most guys aren't flexible enough to be able to stop a guy, especially someone as good as Bo Bartlett, from scoring in that situation. Yeah, that was impressive. Oh, that's a good shot attempt. He got in pretty deep, but I don't know. It seemed like he kind of stopped driving his feet. Right here, if I'm Mendez, I'm really driving with that underhook. It looks like he did. I think they called Bo Bartlett for stalling here. But really, Mendez needs to be sprinting, and he is. But even with that underhook, that's just kind of a missed opportunity in my eyes. Okay, Bartlett on a shot. Oh, he got behind, but couldn't quite get it. That's one of those where, hey, you just got to stay a little bit tighter to the body, and Mendez didn't, and Bartlett got out. He probably put out, 15 attacks there, but really just not enough. But here, you'll see what I'm talking about with the belief. 2 seconds left, he's still coming at it. He got really 1.5 attempts in 2 seconds, where another guy, a guy that's not a national champ or doesn't have that same championship mentality, they're not even going to try there. But that just tells you how much Mendez believes in himself. He's going to keep trying, even though odds are 2 seconds left, he's not getting the takedown. He's still going to put as many attempts out there as he can. So really respect to him for that. Okay, we got Van Ness and D'Amelio. See. Nice shot. Double. Switched off to a single. Okay. Van Ness is doing a pretty good job keeping the hips away. He's thigh prying and then also pushing with the other side. I think that, yep, just a stalemate. Can you all hear me? Maybe someone type in the chat. Just let me know if you can hear me. This is my first live, so I don't know if my audio is even working, to be honest with you. Okay, Van Ness in on a shot. Nice shin whizzer there. Another thing you want with the shin whizzer, okay, yep, he's grabbing the other wrist. When someone's in on a shot, you want to be able to grab their wrist and peel that off and be able to square up. So, excellent job there by D'Amelio, fending off that shot by Van Ness. Let's see. I don't really like where this box is. Okay, here's a good shot attempt. Again by Van Ness. He's got the underhook here. When you got that underhook, this other hand, you really want to shelf it up. And, try to give yourself a little bit more of a chance at a takedown. And Van Ness knows this, but sometimes in the heat of the match, or maybe he does something different from there. I don't know, but that's what I would do. Good aggressive hand fight. You can kind of tell D'Amelio really wants this match. And I did see this one live, so you're going to see he really takes it to the very end. Challenging second best or second ranked wrestler in the country, maybe the best wrestler in the country. Man, this is a stud. Alright, 0-0 first. So look at Joe Seeley. I guess he was like #1 recruit in the country, which is pretty wild. I hadn't really heard of him. I mean, I had, but I guess I didn't know how big of a deal he was. Okay, nice mat return here. If he can't get a mat return soon, he's going to get called for stalling. So D'Amelio got away there. Good wrestling here. Now, D'Amelio is really going to want to get his butt to the center. If he doesn't and gets pushed out of bounds, he's probably going to get called for stalling. That's just kind of the climate of where college wrestling is at. It's a nice inside reach shot, I think. Okay, he's going to want to, I would say, shift your head out. Try to pop your head out and switch off to a double, something like that. But can't get anything going. Van Ness, again, just when someone gets in that deep, you just want to push their hips back. Really just make it so that they can't do anything and get a reset. Double leg here. Oh, he stopped running his feet. Man. So, all right, let's break this down a little bit. He's running his feet, and then he picks him up and slams him. And, I mean, that's good. And, it's going to take a lot out of the guy. But you see how they kind of ended up I'm going to pause this here. They ended up kind of parallel to each other like this. I really would have loved to see D'Amelio try to land with his feet over here and then try to hook a leg, something like that. But instead, they land kind of like, head to toes, and then D'Amelio gets stretched out. But if you're to land in, feet to feet, head to head, I guess is the best way of saying it, then you're going to give yourself more of a chance to take this guy down. But it really seemed like D'Amelio went for more of a highlight than the takedown there. I'm not saying, he still could have gotten the takedown, but I think that there were some things he could have done just a little bit better to get that takedown. But at the same time, gotta be feeling good if you're Dylan D'Amelio here. And that's got a good pace, but really not anything going on. Okay, Van Ness in on a shot. Okay, D'Amelio grabbing. He's got a wizard here, fighting the hands. Oh, okay. See, that's why you can't ever stop wrestling. It looked like Van Ness said, okay, I've got the takedown. Dylan D'Amelio had other ideas, spun out of there. And yeah, back to a 1-to-1 match. Two viewers. Sweet, guys. I guess that's more than I've expected. This being my first live stream. Just, trying it out, seeing what works, what doesn't. Probably go over, some other old YouTube matches. If there's a certain match that you want me to go over, let me know in the comments, and might be able to make that happen. Oh, got in on a nice shot, ran his feet, but D'Amelio kept on wrestling. Right here, you got to spin. You got to keep spinning. The longer you sit here, the more time you have. See how he climbed up above the knee? And D'Amelio's still defending pretty good. Okay, now he's got a shin whizzer. Oh, now he tries to spin. And Van Ness actually did a good job. He let go and came back in on the legs. Now, it's pretty much over. Yeah, takedown. Dang. 3 seconds left. You really just want to hold on there. I guess in that situation, you probably don't know quite how much time is left. How much time was there? Okay. So, right here, shot starts 30 seconds with 30 seconds left on the clock. D'Amelio's not really looking at the scoreboard. Okay, probably doesn't know what time is. I don't know how he's... Man, you really want to have that wizard in there. Okay, now he spins. It's just a weird time to spin, but maybe Van Ness just timed that perfect and let go at the right time. And then there, I think you just got to be situationally aware. And I'm sure the crowd was super loud, so you couldn't hear anything, couldn't hear your coaches, know what time was left, but... And definitely something that I feel like D'Amelio could have stretched out just a little bit longer and put it into OT. But good hustle by Van Ness, and gets it done with 3 seconds left. So, all right, let's do one more match here, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed. So I don't know too much about either of these guys. But, obviously they got to be good at wrestling. They're starting for Ohio State and Penn State. So, nice ankle pick attempt. If I'm Seeley, I'm just going to have my feet a little bit farther back because this guy's just going at my ankles the whole time. If I want to be, quick on my feet, reacting, and just have my ankles back a little bit, just because I know that, and kind of chest and head forward and ankles back. Okay, slide by attempt here, just drops down to a leg. I'm not going to say easy takedown, but fairly easy. Just kind of, a slide by attempt that really didn't need to be forced there. But yeah, Brandon Canyon capitalized on it. Nice takedown. Yeah, going for the ankles. Okay, Seeley's not really letting him get to even touch the ankles anymore, so that's a good adjustment there. See, he's really grabbing on the back of the tricep. Wonder what offense he's got from there. And that over tie snap. See, this is something that if you're a college guy, you want to be watching potential competition and just kind of seeing like, okay, what can I expect from this guy? If I'm watching Seeley, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to see a hard hand fight, a lot of over tie snaps, and a lot of pulling on the back of the arms. So I might tie up just a little bit less, or at least keep my elbows back so I can't have it. Like, that's one of the worst feelings is when you got a guy with a really good grip just peeling on the back of your arms the whole time. And you can see, like, he's really gripping the back of Cannon's arm. Yep, another snap there. You can really be effective with those snaps if you've got a good grip on that. Of course, your grip's going to go out because you're tired, but also because the other guy's going to be getting sweaty. But yeah, just really important. If you're, a high-level wrestler and you know who you're going to probably be wrestling, it's important to know their tendencies and just kind of how to stop their tendencies, either just for the sake of like wrestling-wise, but also like you can kind of play mind games by just like not giving them their best tie-up or their best shot and forcing them to do something that is out of their comfort zone. All right, Seeley starting on bottom. See if he's got anything from bottom. This is where a lot of college freshmen usually end up struggling, so we'll see if that's the case here. Another thing I want to point out, guys, is the hand tape. If you're wrestling a guy with hand tape like this, it's not because his hand is hurt. Or more than likely, it's not because his hand is hurt. It's probably because he's a really good top wrestler. And what some of these really good top wrestlers do is they'll tape up their hand. And the Ohio State Jay Jaggers is a really good example of this. But they'll wrap up their hand with tape, and that actually gives them a better grip on the skin, I guess, of your opponent. So once they start getting sweaty, instead of grabbing that skin on skin with that sweat, you've got that tape, and that tape is going to help you grip, or it looks like here he's kind of using that. It's more abrasive for a crossface. But yeah, just like, and the other thing is it stiffens up your hand. So I guess you don't need to exert as much grip. So that's something that, you're wrestling a guy, maybe you've never wrestled him before, but his hand's all taped up. It's probably because he's trying to get a better grip, and it probably means that he thinks he's good on top. Doesn't necessarily mean he's good on top, but he's trying to get an advantage on top. Okay, leg ride here. Great leg ride, crossbody, getting the arm, probably trying to get, well, he didn't get the arm on the back. Another coach that I'm seeing in the background, Logan Stieber, also did this, and he was a hammer on top. So, yeah, just like look out for guys with tape on their hands. They're definitely going to be good top wrestlers. And that's the period. 5-1 right now. I think this was the first college match for Sealy. Oh, what happened here? He's got the head down, ankles again. You got to keep those ankles back if you're diving for ankles. It's a nice out the back door finish. Yeah, if I had to guess, this is just going to be another tough ride and a 9-1 win. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, Sealy's really not got anything on bottom. He's just going to be stretched out. That's another win for the Buckeyes. So overall, Buckeyes really came out on fire, but one thing you got to remember, Penn State's, their lightweights are good, but, I mean, they've got some of the best upper weights of all time. I mean, guys like Srirachi, Aaron Brooks last year, Greg, Kirkley, he's a stud. But then you got guys like Josh Barr is a stud. And yeah, he lost to Buchanan, but, I mean, he lost to Buchanan on like 3 seconds of riding time and like maybe a desperation takedown. So, wouldn't really read too much into that there. Something you got to keep in mind with these Penn State guys is they perform best at nationals. So, yeah, really, you can't count any of these guys out. I mean, they're all really, really good. They're all, really top 5. I know Joe Seeley's not top 5, but, I mean, he really hasn't wrestled at all. And they got Tyler Kasak. I think Kasak's he's got a cut on his eye and probably a concussion that needs healed up. But, yeah, looking to March, man, Penn State really is the team to beat. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Might do, I guess, like a part 2 tomorrow. But for today, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.